buy and sell today. Why? Think about it. Look, sis, you said we got to love God by action. We got to love God by action out here, right? We just don't want to be giving God lip service and say we love him, right? If we love God, we got to keep his commandments. Give me Proverbs 13, verse 18. Give me that. Give me Proverbs 16 through 13 and 18. How y'all doing over there, family? Eliakim, how y'all doing over there, family? Everything okay? How we doing today? Right? How do we have a relationship with God? How do we know him? How you doing, sis? I got a question. How do we have a relationship with God? How do we have a relationship? Think about it. The Bible been here forever. The Lord created heaven and earth. He been here forever. How do we know we are actually following God? Think about it. How do we know we following him or not? You said pray, okay. What else? John 9:31. Let's learn our God, sis. That's the point. Let's learn our God. He's found in the Bible. He ain't never left us. We just don't read. We just don't read no more. Does that make sense, sis? We just don't pick up the Bible and read no more. Think about it. We pick up our phone for social media.
Wake 'em up.
We be on social media for 2-3 hours a day. But when was the last time we opened our Bible and really learned how to have a relationship with God? That's not the norm today. Why? Because the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Give me John 9:31.
The book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
Man, that's what God said. So to have a relationship with him, you cannot be in the midst of what? Sin. Because he said he don't hear sinners. He don't hear them. So my question, what is sin, sis? Hey, my OG across the street, what is sin? I'm still waiting on your answer, sis. I'm still waiting. OG with the hat on. OG with the hat. Hey, what is sin according to the Bible, OG? What's sin according to the Bible, OG? What is sin according to the Bible? Evil. Okay, that's one answer. What you got, sis? What's sin? Give me something. What is sin according to God? Give me something. Think about it. What is sin? It's okay to say I don't know. All right, come on. This is the answer. Read.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is.
This is the definition. For sin is.
The transgression of the law.
So for sin is the breaking of God's laws, right? So what is a law? What is a law? What does that mean? What does law bring? Order, right? Law brings order, right? So think about what sin is, right? Sin is the breaking of God's laws. So if we in the midst of sin, he don't hear us. If we breaking his commandments, he don't hear us. So for example, if I'm a murderer and I pray to the Lord, right? I pray to him, like, Lord, forgive me, I'm about to go commit this murder. Do he hear that? No, because I'm about to go kill somebody. The scripture says, thou shalt not kill.
Right.
Right? That's just an example. It's extreme, but that's an example. So now watch this. Read that. Go back to John 9:31.
John 9, verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
So if we breaking his commandments, God don't hear us. Watch this, read.
But if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth.
So now to have a relationship with God so he hears you, guess what, sis? Look, we got to do his commandments, right? So a commandment is a rule. You understand? It's a rule that God gives us on a basic level. That's what a law is, and a law brings order, right? The laws is the rules that God gave us, which is our heritage, right? It's hot out here. We've been sweating all day. I'm going to give you a commandment. Sis, I'm going to give you a commandment so God can hear you, right? Because to have a relationship, you got to be able to pray to him. You got to be able to talk to him. But if you in sin, he don't hear you. So really, we wasting our time. Watch this. Give me that. Watch this. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So a woman is not supposed to wear what pertains to a man. Watch this. Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
What did that just mean, sis? You know what a garment is? A garment is clothing. Let's come out of the street. You got cars and they be driving crazy over here, right? So a woman is not supposed to wear what pertains to a man, and a man is not supposed to wear woman's clothing. Today in the world, you got anybody doing what they want to do. God has order, right? That's why he gives us a law. He has rules, just like any father would, right? So the women today are not supposed to be wearing pants. Do you understand that? The sisters ain't supposed to be wearing pants. Just like how men is not supposed to be wearing dresses. Does that make sense to you? Do you believe that? Are you going to wear a dress? It look like you just saying yeah. Okay, are you supposed to wear pants though?
No.
No. You're not supposed to wear pants ever. Ever. Give me Psalms 106 verse 3. Right? Because to have a relationship with God is to keep his commandments. Right? Cross-dressing, this is something very basic. But it's something that we got away from. And God don't hear us with pants and tights on outside. He don't. Do you understand? Watch this. Read that.
Psalms 106, verse 3.
Yep.
Blessed are they that keep judgment, and he that doeth righteousness at all times.
So we got to do his righteousness at all times. You know what that means? You got to wear a dress at all times.
That's right.
You got to cover up and be modest at all times.
Right.
Does that make sense? Give me Colossians 2, verse 8. You celebrate birthdays? So is that a sin? That's a sin against God. Why though? Because worshiping your birthday was never ordained by God. You understand? You was only born one time. You understand? So every year you trying to celebrate your birthday, God does not approve of that.
Right.
Because think about when you celebrate your birthday. Think about it. Think about it. You want to go to the club. You want to go get drunk. You want to go out. And what you're really doing is setting yourself up as an idol above God.
Right.
That's what you're ultimately doing. Because you're willing to deny what God says, right? To live unholy for one day because it's your day.
That's right.
And a lot of us say, you know what? God loved my heart no matter what. And that's just how I feel about it. Watch this. Give me Colossians 2, verse 8.
Colossians 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
So think about it. Likewise with birthdays. We like to celebrate tradition that man set up that's not based off of Christ. We do all these ungodly holidays, right? But don't follow anything that Christ gave us, right? A birthday is traditional in America, and it's a sin against God. Watch this. Go to Jeremiah 20, verse 14. It's a sin against God, but it's a tradition of America that everybody does. And I'm going to show you it's a sin. Watch this. Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 20, verse 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
Think about it. You heard what I just said? Read it again.
Cursed
Jeremiah, far before Christ came on the scene. He said, "Cursed be the day where I was born." How you doing today, sis? Sis, how you doing, Jada? It's all good, Jada. Diamond. How you doing, Diamond? Diamond. Hey, I got a question. I'm teaching my sister, right? Do you celebrate your birthday?
I didn't celebrate because my sister passed.
Okay. All right. But do you celebrate it though? If that didn't happen, would you celebrate it? Did you know?
Stuff happened on my birthday, to be honest. So
Okay. All right. So is birthdays a sin according to God?
Bring it out.
I'm gonna show you. Watch this. This is the topic that we on. Watch this. Read it
I'm
again.
not gonna lie.
Jeremiah 20 verse 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
What Jeremiah say?
Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
What Jeremiah say?
Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's kind of like, is it both?
No, it's bad.
It's bad.
A curse?
Oh,
If
yeah,
somebody
curse.
put a voodoo curse on you, is that good or bad? And you walking down the street barking like a dog.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a curse. A curse is a bad thing. God says, "Cursed be the day wherein I was born." Watch this. Read.
Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
Don't let the day where my mother brought me into the world be blessed. Why? Why would God say something like that? Don't let the day where my mother pushed me out, carried me 9 months and pushed me out, do not let that be a blessing. Why? Why would God say that? Give me Sirach 40:1. I'm going to let you know why God said that. Because guess what? When we born into this earth, we born into struggling, and we born into oppression. Think about it. We not ruling. When we born into the earth, guess what? It's going to be a day-to-day struggle. A year-to-year struggle. We're going to be struggling our whole life.
Right.
So when we want to celebrate that one day we was born every year, we're really celebrating our oppression.
Right.
We're really celebrating our struggle. And it really comes from pride. And it's empty pride, because it ain't even pride that stand on nothing.
Bring it out.
Watch this. Watch what God say. God says, "Don't let the day my mother bear me be blessed." Watch this. Read.
Sirach 40 verse 1.
Yeah.
Great travail is created for every man.
So great struggle is created for everybody. Everybody got to go through great struggle. Read on.
And an heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam.
A heavy yoke. What is that yoke talking about? It's talking about that curse that God put on us. A heavy yoke, a heavy struggle is going to be upon the sons of Adam. Meaning we're going to be struggling paycheck to paycheck, job to job. We're going to be suffering from baby mamas, baby daddies. Why? Because we ultimately don't follow God, so we got to slip and fall and bust our head over and over and over again. That's why that yoke is on our neck, and we can't get it off of us. We can't get the curse off of us because God put it on us because we don't obey him. Watch this. Read.
From the day that they go out of their mother's womb.
The day that they do what?
Go out of their mother's womb.
Read.
Till the day that they return to the mother of all things.
God says, when you brought into the earth, you're going to struggle until you die.
Right.
That's why God says, don't celebrate your birthday. Why are you celebrating your birthday for? You celebrating oppression and struggle.
Bring it out.
Think about it. So how do we have a relationship with God and come back with God? Guess what? We got to do the basics. We got to take baby steps. We got to remember who we are. Give me 1 Kings 8:61. Or, you know what I want, 46. What happened to us? How did we get here on this side of the land, sis? What was your name? Diamond, right? And my sister, what was your name? Jen. How did we get here on this side of the land? I showed y'all some sins, right? So pants, that's a sin according to God, right? God don't hear sinners. Sin is breaking the commandments, right? So if you wearing pants, right, you celebrating birthdays, God don't hear you. That's what we just went over, but you missed it. And the reason why we don't know God's commandments is because we don't know our nationality and who we are.
Right.
Does that make sense, sis? So now, how do we get here to America if we from Africa?
How long y'all about to be up here?
We finna be out here.
I need to go.
Hold on real quick.
I gotta go.
I know you gotta go.
I'm up here. It's not safe up here.
All right, hey, but guess what? You gotta understand the angels is guarding you right now.
Right.
You gotta understand. You gotta have faith and trust in God, sis. You gotta have. Hey, give me that first. Proverbs 3 and 5. Sis, hold on. Read this. Hold on. You gotta trust in God. Watch this. Proverbs 3 verse 5. Let's go. Read that.
Proverbs 3 verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
We got to trust in the Lord with all our heart. Read on.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
And we're not supposed to lean onto our own understanding. Read on.
In all thy ways acknowledge him.
In all your ways, you got to acknowledge him, and then he'll protect you. Get Sirach 33 and 1. If you acknowledge God and don't lean on your own understanding, God will protect you and shield you. It don't matter what part of town you on. If God wants you touched, you're going to get touched.
Right.
Believe that. But if you follow and do what God tell you to do, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right.
Watch this, Sirach 33 and 1. Read.
Sirach 33 verse 1.
Uh-huh.
There shall no evil.
Thou shalt know what?
No evil.
Read.
Happen unto him that feareth the Lord.
If you fear God, nothing evil is going to happen to you. Nobody going to touch you. Nobody going to harm you. Nobody going to defile you. But you got to learn how to fear God again, so now he can put you on that narrow path to avoid what you want to call, the Bible calls it fiery darts, meaning there's different ways that Satan to try to take you out, right? To try to attack you, to try to take you out, to not follow God, right? To ultimately keep you busy and focused on something else other than God. So we want to focus on what God has to say. Watch this, keep reading.
But in temptation.
But in what?
In temptation.
Uh-huh.
Even again, he will deliver him.
You see that? In temptation, he gonna deliver you. So right now, the little things that you battling, saying somebody gonna harm you, guess what? If God don't want it to happen, it's not gonna happen.
That's right.
You ain't gotta worry about that. Don't worry about you. We worrying about people that's walking around in the flesh. God is the King of spirits in flesh. You gotta fear the King that controls life and death.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.